Alright, so just like that last video with the 45, 45, 90 triangles, we're going to talk about the other special kind of right triangle. These ones have a 30, a 60, and then a 90. So there's like a short side, a middle side, and then the hypotenuse. So in this one, I know it doesn't look like a perfect right angle, but if they give you the right angle sign, you assume it's a right angle. And if they said that this one's 30, then this one has to be 60, okay? As I said in the previous video, the 45, 45, 91, this one has a little bit harder sides to remember, but it's not that bad. So I'm gonna use A again. So the short side is always A. The hypotenuse is always twice as long as that. And the middle side is that A times root 3. So the 45, 45, 90 triangle has a 4 in the 45, so there's like a root 2. So 4 and 2 go together. Well, this one has a 30 and a root 3. Okay? So that might be an easier way to remember things. Like I said, so this is like a template. If they give you, as an example, if they give you a right triangle like this one with a 60, a 30, and a 90, well, let's do the easy version first. Let's say that they give you this side, it was 12, okay? Well, if you're given a test or homework, draw this at the top and then just compare sides to each triangle. So if this side's 12 and this side's A, that means 12 is A. That means A is 12. Then what's 2A? Well, that's 2 times 12, which is 24. Then, what's this side? A times root 3, well, that's just 12 root 3. All right, so the long side is 24, and this side is 12 root 3. Now, let's do a little bit harder. If they give you this again, 60, 30, let's say they give you the middle side. Let's say that this side is 15, all right? Well, we can figure out the other two sides, but just remember, compare it to the template. So this side is 15, so A root 3 is 15. So you can even do it off to the side. A root 3 is 15. So this side is A, well, we can find A. Right? We can solve this. This is A times root 3. So I want to get the root 3 out of there. We'll divide by root 3. So these are now gone. So we have A equals 15 over root 3. And this will always be the case. You cannot have a square root in the bottom. To get rid of that square root, you multiply by the same thing that the bottom says. Because root 3 times root 3, let me just give you a little reasoning behind that. Square roots mean 2 to the 1/2. So that's like 3 to the 1/2 times 3 to the 1/2. Well, when you multiply things with exponents, you add the exponents. So that just becomes 3. 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1, right? So that's just 3 on the bottom. And on top we have 15 root 3. And we're not 100% simplified here because numbers and numbers go together. 15 and 3 can be divided. So 15 divided by 3 is 5 root 3. So I have A equals 5 root 3. So that's this case. That's this side rather. 5 root 3. And now, if I have A is 5 root 3, this side is 2A. Okay? But what's 2 times 5 root 3? 2 times 5 root 3, remember, numbers and numbers go together. That's 10 root 3. Okay? That's here, 10 root 3. Let's do one last last example here where, let's mix it up. Let's draw it backwards. You know, it doesn't matter the orientation of the triangle. The 60 and the 30. Across from the 60 is the √3 side. It's like your middle side. Across from the 30, that's your short side. That's regular A. And across from the 90, your hypotenuse is the long side. It's 2A. Let's say, so I gave an example. They give you the hypotenuse. They give you the, well actually we started with giving the short side, that's easy. Then the √3 side, a little bit harder. But what if they give you the hypotenuse? Let's say this is, let's say 20, all right? Well, looking at this, just remember, just match things up. So 2A is 20. And what's A? Divided by 2. A is equal to 20 divided by 2 is 10. So that's our A side, 10. And our final side, well, it's just A √3. So if our A is 10, then this side is 10 √3. All right, so again, a little recap. 30, 60, 90s have a 30, 60, 90 angle. The short side is like your single value. The hypotenuse is twice as big as that. And then the 60 side, the middle side, is √3 times the short side. Okay? I think it's really good practice just to write this template at the top of your homework or your test, and then just match things up with what's given. Okay? Because once you have A, you can find A √3 and you can find 2A. So, hope this helps, and try a few on your own. And keep practicing. It's not that bad once you get a little bit of practice in.